I tried recording that like that TikTok, but I looked like Swamp Thing and like
Oh
I
my
was freaking
God.
out. Yeah. So what did you want to tell me about your health,
Okay.
mental or
No, it's not
physical?
about my health. So this is we'll probably edit this out because it is about like Gus and your daughter. But like in
Oh,
terms of like
autism?
in terms of like feeling so much pressure to like make sure she engages and stuff like I really think that you don't have to put that much pressure on yourself because they're the adults. Like actually this happened with Gus's grandparents on Lindsay's side where they were like, and this was when he was like 10 years old, as they were like, "Oh, he doesn't like engage with us enough,
Right.
so it's just awkward and stuff." And it's like she was like, that is not his job. You guys are adults, like you
I
have to accept him
know.
for who he is,
It's
and it's
really
like she's
hard
like, talk
though.
to her.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like I don't know because it's like I can see the disappointment in their eyes sometimes where it's like like I
But
wish
you're
that
not responsible for
I
their
know I'm
adults.
not, but
Yeah.
also like they like I guess Jason's mom, my mother-in-law, like she understands autism more than like um my my father-in-law, like, but he just disengages almost completely. I think he's autistic.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out if they ever. I'm like, that's the thing
Honestly,
I would take out, but I'd be like, my pussy needs to be bleached. I've never said that, but maybe my asshole. But it's like, I'll start talking about like something about autism and then Jason's dad, or it doesn't even have to be autism. It could be like my sister-in-law and her Crohn's and her arthritis in her back. Like she's medically complex. And like even my mother-in-law, she's like pre-diabetic. Like everyone's got something.
yeah.
And anytime anybody talks about anything like that's really serious, like or heavy or a lifelong thing like autism, he just starts talking. Jesus, Lauren, this
Sorry,
is.
I'm sorry. My stomach. I ran out of Dramamine.
I know. Take some. You need Pepsid.
I had Pepsid and Pepto.
Well, you need to be freebasing it. You need to be freebasing.
Should I bring it in the booth? I already tied
You
myself in.
I mean, I'm getting the clapping. Like, you need to be free facing Pepsi.
Smoking
Like,
it.
okay, because I'm trying to tell you something real, and you're like, a dragon is coming out of you, and you know how I feel about dragons. I don't like them. This feels like very fantasy film. I hate it. Anyway, like, okay, the point is my father-in-law just like I was talking about like Ruby's speech scores. I just had like a meeting with her speech therapist. She's doing amazing. She's doing amazing, sweetie. But he was like, what does that mean? And like I tried explaining like, oh, it's against like, a neurotypical blah blah. He just like fully disengaged and he was like talking about the baseball games that Jason went to, even though Jason was not at the house. He was like flying back yesterday, but he was talking about like Jason went to a Cleveland's whatever their baseball team is, like a Cleveland game and a Pittsburgh baseball game, and then just started talking about those baseball games when like me and Jessica and my mother-in-law were all talking about like the speech scores and autism, like where Ruby like sits like compared to like a typically developing child her age. And it was just like this is just how he copes with it, and he just like fully disengages. But in a lot of ways, that's what Ruby has to do when things are like not making sense or she's overwhelmed or overstimulated. She's like, I'm going to focus on my iPad, or I want to watch the thing, or I want to play with Play-Doh, like whatever makes her feel regulated.
Yeah. I have to vent about my own autistic father in denial disengaging too, where like my mom, I told you she's finally admitting she has anxiety and like getting treatment. He talked her out of SSRIs. I talked to him on the phone for an hour.
Why?
Finally admitting she has anxiety. We've always known this. She's getting help. It's great. Now he is talking her out of it and saying she's never had anxiety and he knows her better than us because
Are you crazy?
Autistic. Like
no, but it's like I don't. But like, what does he think about like you take an antidepressant? Like, I'm sure maybe I don't know if your sisters do, but like, the point is, I think I actually like I don't understand people who are not on antidepressants.
It's weird.
I don't get those people, and I don't think I have a strong mistrust of them.
Yes.
If you are over the age of 22,
you should be depressed. You should be scared.
You should have already had a major meltdown, like a major, like you should have hit a depressive episode and you never really got out of it and you need medication. And if you're not
And
on
guess
a
what? If you didn't, it's coming.
it's coming and it's gonna
It's
be
coming
bad.
for
And
you.
I don't believe you. How about
Yeah.
that? Maybe I don't believe you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are
I agree.
grifters, and they are not to be trusted.
They are
They are
so emotionally repressed that
they
they
are
are on a
not
different
real,
level of neurodivergence. Like
and not even
normal people who think they are just normal,
Mhm.
you're crazy. You are the
Yeah,
true
you're actually
neurodivergence.
crazy, and you're fucking up my daughter's speech scores with your weird way of talking at 3 years old. She's actually doing really well. She got like a 7, she's like 76 was her score, and like normal typical developing, the average is like 85. So she's
Mhm.
really close to
That's
average.
good. Yeah.
But the point is, you know what, if you are over the age of 22, not on an SSRI, not on an SNRI, I'm on an SNRI, just an antidepressant,
Mhm.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't, you're hiding something.
And if you were on one for like a few months and then you
And then
got off
got
for
off
like
of
a
one.
decade and you're
I
like,
don't,
and I'm fine now, get back on right now. I
those
don't
are
care
the
how good you feel, but
those are
get back on.
actually the worst type of people.
Or the people who
Actually,
went to therapy and got medication for like less than a year and they're
I
like,
don't,
and that
and
fixed
that
me, and they talk
fix
all
me, and
about
then
how
they
they're
get off of
fixed.
it. No, those
No.
are the worst type of people too.
Mm-hmm.
You always need to be on medication.
Agreed.
Unless it's like you have to stop taking it for for other health issues. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
those people, because those are the worst type, actually, because those
Yeah.
type of people are like, oh my god, I feel so much better.
I'm
Yeah, because you're
done.
taking an antidepressant and it's like fixing the serotonin issue you have in your brain, you dumbass. And they're like,
Yeah.
I feel so much better than I did. It's like, yeah, because your medication's working, moron. And then they get off of it and they're like, oh, I have brain zaps. It's like, why would you ever get off of something that literally will zap your brain? Like,
Are you on fluoxetine?
I'm on duloxetine.
Duloxetine. Okay, that
No, did
won't
I?
be as bad
I actually, I have an.
withdrawal wise.
No, they're supposed to be really bad. I will never titrate off of it, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm allergic to SSRIs. Like, I broke out in hives.
Really?
I broke out in hives, and I wanted to walk into traffic. I wanted to do that
Damn.
anyway, which is why I was on an SSRI. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I broke out in hives, and they were like, "Oh, you're like really allergic. We have to take you. Like, you can't be in any of the SSRI. Like, this is
I'm
like
so
actually."
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm
Go,
so
Tam.
sorry to our
Do you have any
listeners.
foil and a crack pipe?
He can just burp me.
I don't know how to. I know. No, oh my god. I think I still, okay. Honestly, we still have Ruby's bottles from when she was an infant. The ones,
Mhm.
like, they're the really expensive ones that Dr. Brown's,
The
they have
acid
like a tube.
reflux one? Yeah. Wesley had those too, yeah. I
Yeah,
need
no,
those. I need to drink out of those. I think I drink too
Ruby
fast.
has GERD. Like, she burps all the time. That was
Mm.
also in her speech, like, overview. It was like, she burps a lot. And I'm like, I know. We have to, like, crush up Pepsid.
Mhm.
And now I'm gonna have to deal it with you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna
Well,
send you.
hey,
Lauren, how
I'm telling you, I'm at the top dosage of like omazeprol every day. Like,
don't take.
I'm
Well, that one gives you dementia.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Okay, I'll switch to I
No,
like
I
the
just
pink
take.
and blue ones. I'll
Oh,
switch
I
to
think
those.
that's omeprazole. Well, yeah, because that's a PPI. I know too many things
There's a
about
different
drugs.
PPI I prefer, but it's a little more expensive. But I'll switch to that.
The one that starts. Oh, I used
It's
maybe.
L. Starts with
Oh,
an L.
I don't know. They're all kind of doing the same thing, but I take Pepsid, which is a completely different class of drugs.
I switch to Pepsid sometimes. Am I really loud to you right now? I can hear
Not.
myself again. But
Maybe a little bit.
it
I
takes
guess.
out the echo. Do you
Well,
want to just turn me down a little though?
Sure. Am
Thanks.
I loud? Am I quiet?
No, you sound good, but can you
Oh,
hear yourself back?
now I can hear myself back. That's weird.
Huh. Okay,
Can you still hear yourself? Hold on.
let me turn down
I
myself
can
as
hear
well.
myself again still. Yeah. I don't like it at all.
Okay, what about now? I can still hear myself a little. What the fuck? Well, it takes most of it out in post.
Wait, let me see. Can I hear myself? Yes.
What the fuck, dude?
What are we doing? This
I
is
don't
cursed.
I know, because
Already.
it's like you're like all the way down right now.
Hold on, let me turn down. Okay. Say
Okay.
something.
Testing. Normal volume. I can't hear.
Okay. La la la. I can't hear.
Okay. I think it's just we were really excited and we were yelling.
Oh, yeah. Autism, SSRIs, SNRIs, PPIs. That's what they're called, PPIs.
PPIs. Here
Like,
at Bravo Breakdowns, we are passionate about mental health. And speaking of mental health, there are a lot of ladies who need to get on SSRIs and SNRIs. And that is the cast of season 5
oh
of
my
Real
God.
Housewives of Orange County. We are covering part 2 today. But first, there's a whole new set of ladies who also need to be on medication. First, we're going to cover the new
Shannon.
episode of Orange County. I think Shannon's on SSRI, right? That's probably part of her work is
I
that she's on
mean,
Zoloft.
she's
That would be my
definitely not
guess.
getting like an like she won't be endorsing the product anytime soon if she
she's such
is.
old money that like I bet her family's like, we don't,
We don't
they're
want
like,
you on our
"Hey,
Zoloft.
Todd." Yeah, like Zoloft is for the weak.
I would like to see like a sponsored post for any influencer for Zoloft. That would be so great. I don't need to
Yeah,
see
I
your
mean, Big
khakis.
Pharma is so corrupt already. Like, why not just start getting
Infiltrate.
influencers? Yeah, it's
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
No one will think less of you than we already do.
No, I'd rather hear about what medication's working for your brain than like whatever khaki pants you got on Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. Although I love a khaki.
I do too. A
I love
khaki pant with a SSRI cocktail.
Ooh,
Done. Well,
done.
I'm allergic, but yeah, SS on our.
Yeah,
What's
I
going
always want to
on?
look like a Laura Dern in Jurassic Park. I love a khaki.
I love her.
I love her. Okay. So this week we were really blessed with Orange County season 18 this week. Not only did we get a fresh spanking new ep, we got a second weird like recap episode, and we got the mid-season trailer. So we're gonna talk about all three.
Oh wait, I haven't even
Let's
watched the
go.
mid-season trailer.
Oh, maybe we'll watch it on the air.
Okay.
Or wait, I'll tell it to you. I'll recount
Ooh.
it.
Okay. Recountess Luann it to me.
Recountess Luann, yes. I'll sing you a cabaret of the trailer. Okay, so we finished up this episode, the 2 cast trips. So we've got the Gina, Emily, Heather, Shannon
thank God
trip.
for that.
Yeah, this episode was way less chaotic than the last one, in my opinion. So Gina and Emily have like what felt like a very fake fight to me on the tennis courts,
Mm-hmm.
and then Gina tries to like escape and can't.
Okay. Also, we've got to stop with pickleball. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I won't do it. It's
Yeah.
not a thing. Stop trying to make it a thing.
Yeah.
It's like fetch.
Yeah. Although pickleball, I've heard that like, I mean, I have no eye-hand coordination. I was not blessed in that department, but I heard once you play, you're like, oh, I get it now. I'm hooked.
Okay, well, I don't need to see it on my TV screens. I'm not done. I'm like, I see it on every Bravo show. I'm done.
It's the flappers party of sports.
It's the flappers
like, no
party,
more.
but now they're having to work out and not drink. No, get it off of my screen. Get it off of my screen.
I like that Heather Dubrow is on our side, and she's like, sports,
I'm not doing
whatever.
that. No, I'm going to sit here and drink champagne and be rich and judge you people. This is what I want on TV.
This ball's too far.
You go pretend you're blue collar and do something working.
The blue collar sports of tennis and golf and
very blue collar to me. I'm sorry. Which is that's fine, but I don't want to see it on a Housewives show.
Same. Do you like it more or less than all of the yoga and aerial yoga scenes we used to see?
Okay. I'll like an aerial yoga. That's funny because you could get sick.
That's true.
And like people spinning in the air. That's kind of fun. People just like kind of playing tennis.
Yeah. No thanks.
Anyway, I would get in a fight with you too if you had me go play pickleball. So maybe
I would never do that to you ever.
Oh, I know. Hanger.
I would maybe try to get you to see a movie.
You have gotten me to see a movie. I never forgave you for it.
It was so fun. We saw Megan.
Oh, that was a fun movie.
It was such a fun experience seeing it in theaters.
Edmonds. Oh yeah.
I wish she would make.
I would see her in theaters. That I would go to opening day.
I'm telling you, like this is just going to be kind of a off the hinges one because we're had big weeks and a lot to vent. But like they're missing out not making a like Housewives reality TV style movie with all of the camp and humor and editing of Housewives. Like the fact that Jennifer Lawrence is making a drama Pretty Little Lies version, will it do better on TV because people love those dramatic miniseries? Yes. Will it be as fun for viewers? Not at all.
Maybe
Someone
not.
needs to make a funny one.
We do like Jennifer Lawrence. We're big fans of J-Law. You know, because she like farts and she like falls down when she gets Oscars.
But here's the thing: she actually walks the walk. Like she is that cool, relatable girl.
She's a big Bravo girly.
Yeah, she's a big Bravo girly, a big supporter. And I went to drama school with her assistant, who was like her best friend, and she's now her co-producer and like a very rich lady. So
I like that.
Yeah, it's like she was relatable. Loyal. Yeah, exactly. Enough
she stays
to
loyal.
Yeah. Really be nice to her best friend and give her a leg up.
So speaking of people who don't stay loyal to their best friends, I'm not going to talk about Gina and Emily. I can't do it. I know. I'm like, you know what?
Okay. Let's get to the Tamra of it all.
Okay. Finally. Okay. Tamra and Shannon have a dinner.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go well. And so I liked that.
Yeah. It was fun to watch. Jen finally sits down Tamra and is like, you are being such a bitch. You are to talk to Shannon.
It's like it doesn't make any sense. Like the way that Tamra is trying to defend her actions, it's like, actually this isn't a defense.
Yes, it does not make sense.
This doesn't make any sense. You can't say this in a court of law. You can't even say that on like the Housewives court of law, where pretty much anything is goes down. But it's like indefensible.
Like when Jen is sitting you down and saying...
She's a voice of reason. She's never had a credit card, okay? Yeah. She's getting evicted. She's got hair that she can't afford. She's getting evicted, never had a credit card. Can't tell you what Ryan does. And she's the one who's like, this dog don't run. This is suspect. Yeah. This is a little suspect.
Yeah.
We should all be worried but thrilled by what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Alexis was so reminding us why she's a top tier housewife this episode with her
bananas
stream of conscious thought about I used
the Red Bull.
They were like, do you want some coffee? And she's like, well, see, I used to love my coffee, except for the past 2 weeks I've been not having my coffee. I've been having Red Bull, but then I think I'm going to switch to coffee. And they're like, sorry, do you want coffee? And talking about menopause and is she gonna have a
but they were like, I'm sorry, she's like, I think I'm starting, it's crazy. She's like, I think I'm starting menopause. Much like, okay, honestly, this episode is much like Alexis Bellino's monologue about Red Bull, because it's pretty wild already, but also great show.
And very we'll get to Pretty Wild. I do want to talk about Pretty Wild and how similar it is to Lynn Curtin's family, but stay tuned for that.
Oh my god! Can you imagine those girls on Pretty Wild? But I still want Alexis Nears and her heroin addiction. What's happening? Alexis drinks a Red Bull and thinks that that's the reason she's starting menopause. Is the point of her monologue?
Crazy. And then she gets a call from Johnny J, and she is in hysterics about it. She is freaking out. She's throwing herself on bed.
She's very much trying to do Heather from Salt Lake when she gets the call about confirming all this stuff with Reality Von T's Monica.
Yes. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? I can't talk about it right now, but she makes sure the camera is there for her having a very physical reaction to what Johnny J has just divulged again about Shannon.
Yeah, and
this man just only tells all of Shannon's deepest, darkest secrets to Alexis. I get it, she's your new girlfriend and that's your ex-girlfriend, but if my husband was talking about his ex as often as Johnny J talks about Shannon, I would blow my brains out, and his, and then hers.
Yeah,
I would just be like,
and it's also it's so funny how she draws the line on this one. She's shared bank statements. She's talked about this Ring camera footage that is going to destroy her life. She's she's gotten so in the nitty gritty, and then they're like Katie's like, I'm sorry, what did Johnny J say to you that made you flip out like that? And she's like,
I can't
that's not my story to tell. I can't
say. Johnny's. Yeah, I can't say. Somebody bring me a Red Bull or a coffee. I don't know what's happening. I'm either about to have a 5-month-long period,
or a hot flash.
I'm never going to have one again.
Yeah. But what I do like from Katie, this made me like her, is like clearly Alexis and Johnny J wanted to draw out what Shannon did the entire season. And the cast of OC was on board.
I know.
Which makes me mad. So when Katie meets up with Emily after the trip and just says, oh, apparently Johnny J has like a ring camera footage of Shannon almost running over his daughter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank God. And now I'm on board with Katie.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Because
Katie.
she's just like, let's just say the thing. Which, if there is footage of that, that's not great. And it makes me think that there really is probably footage of that, because they would have omitted that from the episode if there was not, or like Shannon would be countersuing for defamation if there wasn't actually footage of Shannon almost running over Johnny J's daughter. Also, they famously in my house, famously to me, just me, maybe Lauren, Shannon never got along with Johnny J's daughter. And like one time Shannon was out at dinner and saw John Jansen's daughter, and they got it, and Shannon was very intoxicated, and they got in a huge screaming match. And I think it might have been The Quiet Woman, actually.
It was, and then there's footage of Shannon being escorted out, but she claimed it was just because the bar closed.
Yeah.
But it's like, if we don't hate her after that, and if we don't hate her after endangering Archie, sorry guys, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Stop trying to make hating Shannon happen. It's not fetch.
It's not fetch, honey. Like it's pickable. It's not gonna happen.
It's not fetch. And Shannon is fetch.
Yeah.
Fetch, Archie.
Be cool. The cops are here. Fetch, Archie.
Yeah, be cool. Fetch. This is so unhinged. This is so Alexis Bellino. I don't even know her fucking last name. What's Jesus Jugs coded?
Yeah, Lexi J.
Lexi J. First name Lexi, last name J.
So let's talk a little bit about, did you watch any of that bonus episode?
I did not. No, I did not watch the bonus.
It's so weird. It's like, I couldn't finish it. It's like the Hills style recap where Katie's like, yep, that's me. I bet you're all thinking, what am I doing here? And we're like,
none of the other cast wanted to narrate. That's what I think. If Gina
could pay her the least.
Gina declines, that's really bad.
It's bad, yeah.
It's like Jen was not available. Like, yes, she was.
Money. Yeah. She needs any kind of like SAG voiceover gig.
Yeah, Jen doesn't have a job. Yeah, just let Jen do it. But Katie does it in her trademark monotone, and it is like kind of camp. And you know what excites me? It makes me think they have so many first-time viewers this season that they needed to do like this is Vicky, by the way, the person you've seen in some of these scenes, and then that's Tamra. Like, so I was like, okay, well, we're getting some new viewers, baby. And finally, the mid-season trailer. Let me see if I can pull it up. There. Okay. We'll watch it together. Reaction. This is exciting. I think the kids on TikTok like reactions.
That I've never had, and I'm safe.
Ask her about the FBI.
Oh, no. This is the biggest scandal out there. He could go to prison.
You talked about him being a bookie? Better f***ing shut your mouth. Why? Is he gonna put a hit on me?
Nobody knows who the real Ryan is.
And I feel really pretty. Yeah.
Still to come this season on The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Woo! Move it, chubby.
So this is like when I make meatballs.
You shared meatballs with Shannon. You also shared sauce.
Hello, Alexis. I am hosting a trip to Europe, and you are not invited.
Hold on. Why? Hello, Alexis.
Get a good profile.
Why, Shannon? Why? Knock, knock.
Want to give me a hug?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ryan bashed Tamra and Eddie.
The guy is a scumbag.
You're such a baby bitch.
You're a bitch.
Are you really speaking like this?
Gina hung you out to dry. So you think that calling me a liar?
You are a liar.
This is bullshit, bitch.
What?
John Jansen just showed up.
Hi. Are you kidding me right now?
Respect my relationship.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Her hate comes from jealousy and insecurity.
Leave my family alone. Wait. No.
I'm
out. Shannon Bedore. I'll take an Uber. You know what?
Alexis Bellino is perfect for John Jansen. Passive aggressive.
That was aggressive.
Nothing passive about that one.
I'm wet.
Insane. I'm drenched. But
Yeah.
not like vaginally. Like I'm dry, but like I'm sweating.
And sweat. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so excited that Tamra, I thought I was about to count the old gal out, but she's very smart to switch her targets mid-season. That's a wise move. And yeah, go after Ryan like you did last season.
Yeah.
We all like that.
Okay, I do like the FBI hat.
FBI hat.
Okay, do you remember whenever I saw the FBI thing, I think of those like shirts that were like big in like the 90s that said FBI, but it was like
Female
body
body
inspector.
Me too. Wait, so I want to look up what exactly did Ryan do?
What did Ryan do?
It was like a fraud case. And I know it had to do with gambling.
I just didn't think he ever did anything, like anything at all ever.
Oh yeah, he's linked to the Shohei Ohtani gambling scheme.
Oh, which I don't know much about.
So it was involving the former interpreter for the Japanese Dodgers player Shohei Ohtani. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
No, that's correct.
Mizuhara, his interpreter, pled guilty.
Shit.
He stole nearly $17 million from Ohtani's bank account and used the money to pay off illegal gambling debts.
$17 million is so much money.
How did he not think he would get caught? And he wired the money to Ryan. Two people, one of them was Ryan.
That's how he could afford that fancy pedicure of his. This episode.
Oh my God, their pedicures with their Malibu
double Malibu rum.
So weird.
It's disgusting.
That's even weirder than the gambling.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's more suspect than getting like wire transfers for $17 million. That's just like Housewives, baby. Paging Erica Jane.
Yeah. And I'll say this about OC, as mean as Tamra is, it's like at least we are talking about these crimes. Like unlike Beverly Hills, which won't talk about.
Yeah, these crimes, actual literal crimes.
So won't talk about. It's like at least, yeah, Tamra's mean, but at least she is doing the business of being.
Yeah.
What?
And wearing a hat that says FBI. It's so funny. Yeah. Okay, but also, so Alexis doesn't get to go on the cast trip. I like that. I'm hosting a trip and Alexis isn't invited. I'm hosting a girls' trip to Europe.
Well, that's what she gets. I love how Johnny J into like his appearance is like the finale episode. Like, look who
and then
showed
Shannon's
up.
like, they Alexis deserves John Jansen deserves Alexis or whatever she says.
And everyone's like, whoa,
what does that mean? That's mean compared to everything else heinous that's been transpiring. Like, nobody's looks good. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know who looks really good this trailer is Heather Dubrow, who's like, I don't give a fuck about that bitch.
I've got tea on that.
You never get to see Heather go off the rails like that. Her hair is not perfectly
slicked back. Yeah.
She didn't take her SSRI that day. I can tell you that for free.
She's a housewife I think is on an SSRI.
Oh, yeah.
So I have more tea on the boring paparazzi story that Heather is being, Heather is like, she would fit in on Beverly Hills because she does keep a lot of secrets and stuff, but I forgive her.
She's just not boring enough.
Yeah, she's just funny is the difference. But she, the reason that she's so mad about the paparazzi accusation is because remember that tabloid and like blind items were leaked about Terry cheating on her? That's why they set up the paparazzi session, but somehow Heather has managed to keep all of that talk off camera, and most people don't even know about that, like, Terry cheating rumors, which, like, I don't know. This was in the off season of Orange County. This was like, 8 months ago or something.
Oh, so it's probably real.
So that's why.
But it reminds me, we don't have Terry this season. Where is he?
Yeah, I could use more. Well, it's probably because she's keeping him off camera because she doesn't want that rumor to come up.
Or is it because he had that stroke? We haven't even talked about our dinner with Shannon. Tamra. Shannon with Tamra. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, dinner, I think we covered
they go to sparkling water and, it goes badly. And, then Shannon's like, why would you call me an alcoholic? Like, you drink too or something. And then Tamra's like, well, I've never run my car into a house. And then that's when Shannon,
like, I need to take a moment.
I need a minute. She goes to the bathroom. I mean,
will
is there anything better? Is there anything more exciting on television than when Shannon Bedore has to excuse herself to a bathroom
to
in a
hyperventilate.
and at a restaurant because she's having a fucking
Panic attack.
meltdown? Yeah, she's having
The
a panic
queen.
attack. So she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom and yell
The queen of
in a
misery.
stall. Yeah.
And I love that she's so smart that she knows, like, it's enough for us to watch her buttons get pressed. She
Yeah.
doesn't even need to be mean. You know,
Yeah.
she doesn't even, she would, like, said to Tamra basically, like, I could talk about a lot of times you were drunk too, but I'm not going to. And then Tamra
Yeah.
immediately says, you ran into a house. And
Yeah.
and Shannon's like, nope,
Well,
I'm just
gonna
gonna
go run
freak
into
out.
a bathroom stall.
That's
Bye.
just as good of TV as me getting down and dirty with you.
Mhm.
And it's the
Yeah.
same approach that Vicky took in season 5. So we will be right back after this, cover part 2 of season 5 of Real Housewives of Orange County from 2009. If you want to, go listen to part 1 first, but you know, it's not like The Wire. Like, you can probably still follow along if you missed part 1.
Watch your step.
We'll be right back
That's
on
from
that.
The Wire. It's a song.